Welcome. Why that look dark? Welcome, y'all. Welcome. He loves. So we gonna hop it into this, cause I'm sitting here channeling the energy, and it's still the Mercury hour. Tomorrow, Mercury stations to go retrograde in the sign of Libra, 8 degrees, which also speaks of Scorpio energy, transformation, what it is that you desire, and what it is that you desire is also in connection to the cosmos. Okay. When it's in connection to the cosmos, this is allowing the moments to line themselves up. Grand rising, everyone. Hey, y'all. Welcome. So I did a pre-shuffle, right? And didn't even peep this. I just put this down this entire time because I was vibing with this energy. What time was that I wrote that? 11:11. 11:11. I sat here with these cards. Mercury's at the bottom of the deck. And as I'm shuffling my animal spirit deck, welcome loves, the wolf card bends as I'm shuffling. The love of my life has left forever. That's the bachata that just passed through in that card just now. So, Mercury and Libra. Here's what I'm going to let y'all know, okay? A lot of emotions connected to the depths and intensity of it. That Scorpio energy at 8 degrees is also connected to the 8th house. A lot of the shadow aspects of that are going to be rising up. Some of it may be your energy. Some of it may be from ex-partnerships that no longer serve you. You have come to a point where you have really been able to put together what you've been polarizing this entire time. Okay? So the two astrology cards that came up was the Sun and Neptune. Right now, the Sun and Neptune are in opposition, meaning make sure that the way you handle these situations, your first resort is not to go towards trees or alcohol. That's not going to solve anything, okay? Make sure you harness that energy so it doesn't harness you and handle it. You've been dealing with this particular energy for some ages, this lifetime, and the sun is coming out right now. So this lifetime is when you're really being able to put it all together to come up with a solution that no longer has to continue into the generations thereafter. Okay? Now, it's going back a little bit. We're in the age of Aquarius. We had the age of Pisces before that, and the age of Aries, and so on and so forth. Some are still carrying the shadow side of the age of Aries, and as we're in the age of Aquarius, there are some who are carrying the shadow side of the age of Aries and the age of Pisces. That shit ain't nothing to play with. What do I mean about it not being something you want to play with? This could have something to do with a lot of these partnerships that you had to encounter in this lifetime as a reflection of yourself, okay? Because when we're speaking of Libra vibes in terms of where Mercury is and going retrograde, has to do with partnerships, feedback. The polar opposite to Libra is Aries, okay? So we can even look at, let's say if we're talking about the age of Aries, the shadow side of that will be Libra energy, okay? Now, Libra is ruled by Venus, which has to do with beauty, nurturing, core values. The main thing about that Venus energy is core values. As a matter of fact, let me give you some more welcome loves. It speaks of love, relatedness. Just pause on that one right there because it has to do with partnerships. This could even be family. Just because they're your family and your relatives and doesn't mean that you all relate. That's where the shadow side of the Piscean age also kicks in, where now you're in this Nine of Wands energy, wanting to rebuild certain partnerships that are literally just a karmic lesson and they show up as family. Okay? So you can have relatives, but that don't mean that y'all relate. Now, you have love, relatedness, values, social urges, art, beauty, creation, attraction, luck or preparation meeting opportunity, personal magnetism, money, nurturing mother love, sensuality, bonding energy, harmony and merging, and it rules the kidneys, urinary tract, venous blood, the throat, and the larynx. Okay, so listens to you, my love, Corey. Transparent, Ashe, for your currency exchange, my love. You already know how source is. Bringing that blessing to you, infinite fold for sure. Venus rules Libra and Taurus. It is in the energy of detriment in the sign of Aries, Scorpio. Mind you, Venus in Aries also relates to the Four of Wands. Then you have Venus in Scorpio is also at a detriment, which is Seven of Cups. Now, Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces and at a fall in the sign of Virgo, which is where she is right now. So, you see where this is going? You may have to play this back and piece it piece by piece and journal whatever comes to surface. You know what I'm saying? So the God cards that came out. Look at this. Look how the cobra peeping through here. I'm telling you. The God cards that came out were Christ and Apollo. Now, Apollo is the representation of man in the material world coming out as a god or acting as if. Okay? Then we have the Christ energy saying, I am willing to forgive, which also connects to the Piscean energy as well. Well, full moon rather. But also Piscean, yes, because it has to do with compassion. So there are things that's going to test the shit out of your patience right now. Okay? To step you into compassion, make you so uncomfortable to step you into compassion. Now, here's what I would tell you. If you know you're a person of power, let me just put it by personal experience. See, I know myself, I know how my words are, I know how my thoughts are, right? I can either choose to strike back at somebody with my words or just observe it for what it is and allow the universe to show me what I have to observe and move forward. Now, there are times where you do got to speak up, though. I'm not talking about those moments. I'm talking about moments at 919 where you know for sure because your intuition tells you about the situation before it even approaches you. It's like you can feel when somebody's gonna say something to you that might piss you off. That's your cue. That's your cue right there. Doesn't matter who it is that approaches you. Remember what you just told yourself before that. I feel like somebody's gonna come to me with some bullshit. Meaning core values that no longer serve you. Also, an energy that if you allow it to harness you, it can put you on a path that doesn't align you with your manifestations. You know what I'm saying? In your abundance. But literally distract you so much so it's just 11:55. Distract you so much so if you allow it to. So we are now, because as soon as, yeah, see, now we in the moon hour. As of 6 minutes ago, we stepped into a moon hour from where I'm located, and I can easily feel that shift. So let me see something. Hold up. Let me see. There's this energy of not being able to interpret someone correctly. Okay, I see where this message is coming in and what I'm saying to you. Because as far as my energy is concerned, I'm here to help you to recover your soul memory. So if you're recovering your soul memory, whatever issue you may have where you're able to understand others, but it may not always be correct about what you're interpreting, it could have something to do with a connection to your soul memory. 11:55. Hold on. 11:55 showed up again. 11:55. Tanisha, intuitive flow, excuse me, love. Listens to you, my love. Thank you for your currency exchange. Infinite listens to you, babe. We have 11:55, which speaks of unripe grapes, sour grapes. Okay, okay. This is what I was saying about the Sun and Neptune being in opposition with each other. Make sure you have a clear understanding of what's going on with you before you add some external substance to it. Now, for some, on some real shit, that shit could be a challenge. I get it. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is exactly why you chose to come to this planet, is to experience that same exact challenge. So when it comes to me helping you recuperate your soul memory, it's something as simple as that, as to what I just said. A lot of the obstacles and challenges that you're experiencing is exactly why you chose to come to this planet, to experience that and to see what solutions, because wherever you were before here, you were noticing that on this planet, that there's a solution to everything. There's a solution to everything. But when you came here, you had no recollection as to what that solution is. And the only way to get there was to experience that. To experience the problem, to then say, oh, this is how we can solve this. You see what I'm saying? So, and for that, this is where entrepreneurship comes into play. Because this is at the bottom of the deck. That's the foundation of it all. So it's like you're also helping others to step into their authenticity so they're not falling under the roof of the boxes of the worlds that, you know, people may want to put them in. And some of those people are literally, again, people within your family, people within your close relationships. And this is also why you chose these close relationships, to even get on that path of, oh, this is how we get to this problem that I literally came down here and signed up for to solve. See? So as I'm saying all of this, I'm feeling the energy kind of like lift up, because I ain't gonna front. This shit had me agitated. Like I was on some like, okay, what is this? I was like, okay, I know this is some collective shit, but still, what is going on right now? Okay. So let me see what because like I said, as I was shuffling this deck, the wolf card snapped. My legs got the chills. The wolf card snapped and it folded. Like you can see the fold right here. Maybe not. Yeah, you can. And when I saw that, I said, you can sense something is coming. Some of you may want to journal certain smells that are coming through. You know what I mean? May not be able to stay long. Nah, you good, baby. You good. Straight. So let me see what else comes out here for the collective. Under Mercury, we got Gemini. Okay. So if you encounter a Gemini, they could really help you to see, to reflect on both sides of yourself. Just observe, you know what I mean? Just observe. That's all you do. The Oyster. Wow. Okay. The Oyster holds pearls. Look at this. The swan. All right. If you are in a relationship at this time, there are things that are coming to the surface to take you to a higher level of commitment. If you are single, these things are showing you what you have to see so you don't sabotage this higher level of commitment that's on your path at this time. Okay. Now, some of you have the role of being the guardian of your family or of your tribe. The only thing you have to do with that type of authority is not to assume that everyone sees things the way that you see them. You can go through, you know, similar lessons with that energy in terms of like having to see where everyone doesn't think the way you do, but growing more within yourself to be able to handle that, because sometimes it can come across in a very harsh way on the opposite end, and the way people express themselves for not seeing things your way. I hope you get what I'm saying. But yeah, then we got this Oyster, which is patient. The secret keeper is also connected to the links. Okay. Hiding inner treasures. It brought me back to the Sun and Neptune energy, the Sun opposing Neptune, where it's like whatever it is that you're longing for, and that is a part of your path, but also seeing where you may have been distracted. But this distraction is how I'm seeing that distraction is more so from a higher perspective. Is just a shovel digging into soil, looking for your own treasure. So those obstacles and challenges was like the shovel to the soil type of thing. So it says the focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. Now, we have the galactic signature of the day as the red solar skywalker. Okay. Now, the red solar skywalker, you are part of the signal family. All right. Which is the zone of the prophet, which means you speak constantly from your God essence in connection to the creator of all. Okay. Now, the red Skywalker zone or the red signal family zone is also connected to you being the solar prophetic of Mars. You're the out breath of Mars. So it's like everything that you express just through your physical. Okay, so here's okay. Just from the physical, your appearance, like body language, is coming through very strong right now. Because certain people, as we have entrepreneurship, and you know how that can be an up and down road, right? So the signal family, as it relates to the red skywalker, is connected to the family that feels. People don't have to tell you certain things. You can just feel the vibe when someone may feel some type of way in terms of like how long it's taking you to do something when they have no idea as to what path you're on, let alone their own. Okay? So, when it comes to the signal family, it says here your energy format is cyclic and your life is a maturation process. So, it's like every 30 days, you're either picking up a habit and in the next 30 days you're destroying that same habit. But if you decide to grow more into that habit, even if it no longer serves you, you already know how that can go. So it says you tend to lack stability. Your life is in constant transition and change. And this is where people can feel like they have to, they know what's best for you. When what's best for you is going through these same exact cycles that I'm explaining to you right now. It says you find your truth, okay, through experience and you grow through crisis. Surrendering to the flow is essential to appreciate the value of the now. Because most cases, when people are telling you or wanting to butt into what you're doing, especially if they feel like you're not going at the pace that they may want you to go, is because they're either too stuck into your past or too stuck into where you're going with your future when what you're focused on is right now. And if that right now means a pause, that's for you. 22 on the timer. One of you in here love you some stewed chicken. Just know that. Trust in the universe and allow yourself to get absorbed by the experience of the now. At the end of the cycle, reflect and you will gain the abstract understanding of its value when the development is complete. Patience is the key, and that's what the oyster is also saying here too. And then we have right now 120898, and that's the Immaculate Conception is connected to 12:8. So this is like, okay, patience is key, 1208. That's also connected to Sagittarius energy. That would be Moon and Sag, Nine of Wands. Now, according to the text, he was conceived on the 8th of December and born on the 25th, 23 on the timer. So, let me see something. Give me a second. Let me try to get this right. Okay. This is hilarious to me. 25 minus 8 is 17. 17 is the star card. The three kings were following the star to know where the child would be born or where this idea is going to be born. So here's what I'm telling you right now. Okay, time is an illusion. You just heard how much of an illusion it is. So that's a metaphysical, esoteric book, but at the same time, we do have mankind that wrote it, and they're the same ones that don't want you to see your power, which is why you'll start to hear in certain texts where you shouldn't be doing astrology, you shouldn't be doing this, because if you do the astrology, if you do tap into the tarot cards, you're going to find out the truth. Anyway, moving on. So, just have to throw that in there. Patience is the key. Back to the signal family. Wait and see. So, you more than likely are a generator or a projector too when it comes to human design. Now, more so a projector. It says gather the internal power to bring each process to its fullness. Gather the internal power to bring each process to its fullness. It sounds like going through a moon cycle to me too. Now, from new to full moon, that would be 6 months in terms of the same sign. Yeah. Then it says, witness hope and pain and move on, despite inherent dangers and fears. Your energy is the mirror of the core family. Now, that would be connected to the white mirror. The white mirror is the solar prophetic of Neptune, meaning the outbreath of Neptune. So it's like whatever you put out into the ethers, you can manifest, because it's also connected to Fehu when it comes to the runes. So it's the zone of the yogi. So we have the zone of the prophet and the zone of the yogi. And again, prophet, the etymology for prophet speaks of person who speaks for God, one who foretells, inspired preacher. Okay. It's an interpreter, a spokesman, proclaimer. So we get the vibes. You know what's up. Now let me look at 1155 again. Let me see. Okay. 1155. Gematria. Math in the Vatican. Duh, of course. 6 density, 6 dimension. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. What is the energy connected to the 6th dimension for the collective here? It says destroy mind control. If you can't tell, he's here. Prophet appointed by God, 1155. Warn mankind. Time traveler. You could have been seeing 153. The energy from the 6th density is connected to the black egg. I think the black egg has to do with the throat chakra too. We just saw warn mankind. So let's see what we're talking about. Yeah. Black egg is an authentic voice, the truth. But we have here coming out the scorpion, the fish, the snake, and the spider. Wow, I just heard, and it was written in the book of life, resurrection, and love forevermore. But did you know the pen was stronger than the knife? They can kill you once, but they can't kill you twice. Is that Daniel Marley? Yeah. And we have the full moon in Pisces coming up here. And this, you see how this cosmic energy is coming through with the snake now. I'm feeling out this energy. Hold on. Because something is something new is coming in here. Something's being weaved. Weave. The weaver. This is giving me goddess circuit energy. She's the Egyptian goddess with the scorpion on her head. She's the daughter of Neith and the weaver. Hold up. gonna pull out these Egyptian cards right now. Her counterpart is Horus. Hold up. I definitely saw something in my vision, in my dreams last night. It was a biker group, but there was an. Hold on, let me see something first. Diamond hand. Huh. Death angel. Mintaka comes up again. Bison. This is okay. They said warn mankind, right? Mankind. If you don't want Amit to chew your ass up, stop playing with these gods and goddesses. Stop playing with these gods and goddesses. Stop playing with these spiritual tools you know you have no authority to be using. Gods and goddesses, some of your enemies are literally here from ages ago. And you're seeing what they look like in this day and age. That was a sneeze in the background. That's Mars energy. 3223. And I mentioned that in another live. 3223 was coming up. Let me see what 3223 talking about. And what I mean by this is because I've used, I have observed a lot of people who really take great people and take advantage of them. That's not okay. It's not okay. We are approaching Libra season. After this Virgo season, we know Libra to be the justice card, right? Heart light as a feather. And this is what I mean to all of you here who are doing what you're supposed to do, and you are misjudged for doing what you're supposed to do. Because a lot of what you're supposed to do may be from an ancient time. Now, you're at the beginning of an age where, let's put it this way, in the age of Capricorn, the shadow side of the age of Aquarius is you seeing lightning and thunder every single day that you wake up. 33, 34 as I was saying that, because it has a lot to do with electricity. So it's just basically like a plasmic universe. And if you're not built for that, obviously you're going to turn into that substance because it's going to burn you out. Something about burnouts too. There's a reason why I didn't say what I saw in the vision to look at the gematria before I said it, and I'm glad I didn't say it. Because that's where I'm talking about when it comes to, I can either take it this route or I can just observe it for what it is. Because here's the thing with this circuit energy coming out, circuit, kiss, that's how you'll see it written. It speaks of being able to resurrect the dead, heal from venomous bites. Her sibling is a pep, which is not something you want to play with because it'll tear up your entire solar plexus. I can feel Mercury going back and forth from the light to the shadow, the light to the shadow. I can literally feel that shit right now. So you see how I'm telling you this, but all I'm doing is observing it. Take note of that. Okay? Feel it out. Know that Mercury is retrograde for it, because what's happening is it's going to have you review all of these things, especially like I was telling y'all before. All of the other outer planets that has to do with the collective are also retrograde. With Mercury going into that stage too, it will also be, that would make it 6, which is the Lover's card, which also connects to Gabriel. Okay. I just heard don't fuck this up this time. Whoever you are, you're on the verge of literally manifesting something effortlessly. You're seeing why you have the haters that you do, but don't feed into that. Don't fuck this up this time. Don't feed it. Don't feed into it. Okay? Have your moment. But when I say don't feed into it, have your moment, that shit shouldn't go into the next day. Okay? Because you've been working at this for a while now. There could be something you've been doing that people have no idea about. I just looked at the wall, said mathematical gifts. Mathematical gifts. King of Pentacles. You could be born between January 11th and the 21st. Or things really started to show itself to you as of April 20th, which was that solar eclipse in Taurus. This could be a reason why you may be seeing 1165. That's specific to some of you, 1165. It went right to the spider. Creative prosperity. This is on page 85. Through life's work. Dharma, relax your shoulders. All of y'all in here that's watching this live right now, whenever you watch this on a replay at this moment, just take 4 deep breaths. Inhale for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 4. Okay? Just breathe. Just breathe. Relax your shoulders. Some of y'all like really, yeah. Creativity is everywhere and in everything. Candle just started popping. It's 12:25. Went from 12:08 to 25. That's 17 right there. See the snake energy. Give me a second. Then it went to the fish. She is going to everything else except for what I'm looking at. It showed me the spider and it showed me the fish. And the fish is about being, it's restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. Where's the snake at? There's a guardian around you at this time because the unawakened magic of yourself no longer will be unawakened. Unfortunately, that's something that will disturb the peace of whatever and whomever that is around you, or even thinking of you, that you no longer relate to. They no longer relate to you. Okay. But they're being removed from the picture. You have plenty of opportunities to do this yourself, but you didn't. It's okay. But now has come the moment where the stars are aligning, the dots are connecting, and this is what must go with it. Okay. Because this feels like a Mercury retrograde that's not going to really bring people back from your past in terms of a physical contact or communication. It may, but I feel like this is having to do more with what is it that you resonated with them as to why they were even in your environment to begin with. For some of you, this is connected to your unawakened magic. Part of this magic has to do with an ability that you have that you really don't speak about because you know where it can go. If it's like, okay, I feel like there are certain trigger words in connection to that ability, which is why you have this guardian around you that knows how to remove certain frequencies away, because it's almost as if it sparks a tornado if that trigger word is mentioned to you. Something about that. It's almost like this is something that will be out of your control. Out of your control. This is why you would have, you know, the guardians that you have around you, your cosmic family around you during these specific moments. Now let me see how that would how would that play out for you if it happens to step into your auric field. I feel like those will be the moments where you go through either anxiety, depression, or these flares of anger. You can't put your finger on it as to where it's coming from. It's almost as if you're being activated and they're literally holding you back, like, mm-mm, mm-mm. Blessings, my love, Amina. Abundant blessings to you, my love. It's unawakened, untapped potential is saying here for the snake. Give me a second. Let me fill this out some more, because this is what I mean about this. Can even how this would also show up too with family members who feel like because they are your relatives that you're supposed to relate to the way they may have handled that situation. But I mean, listen, put it this way. You'll know who you truly relate to based on the star you're connected to, as far as like your sun sign and shit like that. Or all of the other ones, depending on the area of level, the part of your personality that you're talking about. So that really came through yesterday, as far as like having karmic friends or family, lovers, and things like that. It's just to bring you closer and closer to the star cluster you're a part of. But once you get there, you'll also see that you can connect with others, but those others know themselves. You have to experience the lower density of it, because this message is coming out about the sixth density. 1231. Let me see. There's a lot of wanting to vent with others. Be mindful of that. It's a process of filtering something out. You would be that filter when someone wants to vent with you. Use your discernment. Vice versa, who you decide to do that with also. Mars, which is in the sign of Gemini right now, and this is Capricorn. This will be the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be some of you who may even feel the need to, like when it comes to your IG page, just be mindful of what it is that you post about what you're experiencing or what you're feeling. This will be a great time, especially while the full moon is in Pisces, to record yourself. Take a video of yourself saying whatever the fuck it is you got to say, as if you would send it to whomever you got to say it to, and delete it. You'll realize that when you do that with partners of the past, that you may feel like you're on the bridge of reconciling with them. But if you sat there and actually spoke to yourself on camera, if you decide to send it, you would send it. But when you know you're not supposed to reconcile with someone, you're going to be glad that you actually recorded that and didn't send this type of message to them, because you got it out. So it's the main thing is to get it out, but being in a state where you're calm to get it out. Yeah, that's a challenge too, but remember now what you came here for, to experience these obstacles and challenges, right? So here you are, experiencing it. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Something serious in the environment, That could also be the star itself. Serious in the environment. The cosmic sun. So your cosmic vessel, your cosmic being. What about it? Your cosmic vessel, the ninth house. Some of you have Mars in the ninth house. And a lot of your achievements comes through broadening your horizon, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. And then you have Pluto here at the bottom of the deck, and a big part of this long journey has a lot to do with your ability to transform, rebirth, taking a big leap forward. Taking a big leap forward may also mean you destroying shit around you too. So this is why you want to be mindful. Some of you may have the moon in the 8th house. I was going to say 12th house for some reason. It's like you intuitively know. Trust your intuition about what it is that you know when it comes to, that's that garbage truck. When it comes to hidden enemies that resurface either through your thoughts, because this could be your own thoughts, that's your own hidden enemy too. It don't always got to be other people. It'll manifest as other people though. Just look at it as a subconscious part of you. And that being a subconscious part of you has something to do with what you consciously allowed over time. And it became a download. I don't know who you are. Okay. Somebody in here got a heavy ass heart. Got a heavy ass heart. Better let that load go. Better let it go, like I'm damn near losing my breath as I'm saying it. Let me get some tarot cards, okay? And this is what I mean about this sun opposing Neptune. This is someone who has a tendency to drink and smoke to overcome their problems. Who you gotta get outside, scream. I don't know, get you some boxing gloves. Do something. Hit a bag or some shit. Don't touch nobody. Some of you get agitated by people that tell you, oh, because of a past that you have, they misjudge you for the spiritual path that you're on now. And this is, okay, I'm gonna tell you something right now, okay? Let them say what they gotta say. Let them say what they gotta say. They're gonna end up hanging themselves, okay? Choking on their own words, basically. Don't feed into that. Don't let that harness your energy. That's all I mean about hanging themselves, where they're gonna choke on their own words because they don't realize that remember, you came onto this planet to experience life. And that's one of the things you may have wanted to experience. A lot of people do shit that when it comes to mankind and the world which holds mankind, it may consist of you doing certain things that to others may not seem like the right thing to do. See, like a robber, right? You probably heard me say that before, where what a robber is doing seems like an opportunity to him, but the victim, not so much. That soul literally came out here to experience that for whatever reason. That's between them and their spirit and connection to their soul. See? That's what I'm saying. I can feel that Mercury energy go back and forth. That is something. This could be an Aries. Y'all heard that? That's a blue jay. That's all I'm saying. It's getting closer too. There it goes. It's right there. This is what I said. Blue jay, that's B, and J, that's connected. That's the high priestess. My face is like that because I'm literally laughing and crying at the same time inside. No bullshit. Laughing, crying, screaming, all at the same time. That this is the only expression I can give you. Because I don't even know what that looked like. 2. Let me tap into my beloved Blue Jay. 1241. Blue Jay 1241. Great news. The master frequency. 131. The astrotheology calendar. Huh. Okay. 1228 could be significant. That would be the Two of Pentacles, Jupiter and Capricorn. Ley lines. Okay. The Wanderer. The Scribe of God frequency. Keep sweat. I'm done. Train wreck. Oh boy. Reading Rainbow. Huh. That was my shit. I ain't gonna front. The new moon. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Wow. Because I wanted to see when that new moon, the exact date of the new moon in Pisces was. Let me go here. February 1st, 2nd, 2-2. Leah's energy. Actually, let me see. March 2nd, excuse me. 2-1-2-2, new moon in Aquarius. 3-2 would be Pisces. That was a Wednesday on a Mercury day. Hold on, let me look at this. And that's at 12 degrees, 6 seconds. The moon was, let me see. The moon was in conjunction with Jupiter. Generous, kind and good-natured individuals, being a great host. Someone who loves long journeys, wants to have large families. You may be seen as a person who is selfish when it comes to promoting what it is that you do as far as your spiritual journey to those who don't know themselves, though. Just put it this way, anyone who calls you selfish, because I see nothing wrong with that. Well, cause and effect wise, selfish. Ish is something like. To be something like self means you just simply have work to do. Someone who's calling you selfish, they're projecting the lack of knowing themselves onto you. That's it. But if you go back and forth with them to get them to understand you, where you're coming from, you become that person who doesn't know themselves. Because you should know you just got to walk away from that, because they don't know themselves. So they just looking for shit. That's it. Let me see what 1241 says here. In these numbers: cattle, herd, oxen, ox. Half-Lord. This is why I said let people be when it comes to, because what could be showing up in your dreams